Going point teams get points for movement alone. Team 71, Team Hammond, readying up and potentially ready to place a coral as we enter the teleoperated period in just a few moments. None of the teams scoring game pieces just quite yet. They were worth additional points, but stick tight for more as we head into the teleoperated period. Human players look at the controls and control their robot that their team built over the past 7 weeks. 3487 Red Pride Robotics looking to place a coral on the top part of the reef, worth 5 points now that we're in the teleoperated period. Their 3D printed mount allows them to potentially precisionally replace that and score additional points for their alliance. Team 1720 Fixed Gears, a community-based team from Matthews, Indiana, continuing to pick up coral from their human player station and gather it into the field. All the algae that you see on the field is all you'll get for the entirety of the game, but additional coral can come in through those human player stations and get those known as the Coral Station. Team 8116 Hatcher Robotics, their robot's name is Oil Rig, featuring a very common hopper-based design where teams will toss in that coral, get it aligned for their grabber, and then place it onto the reef area. 3487 Red Pride Robotics now shedding a little bit of that 3D printer weight. They're still under that weight limit. Continuing to pick up game pieces from the Hero Play Station and then deliver it. Team 4485 TribeTech Robotics, one of the few teams that can place that algae directly into the barge, scoring 6 points for their alliance. Trying to take off as many of that algae out of their coral reef as possible, so then that opens additional scoring areas for their alliance partners. Team 6956 Sham Robotics, a red alliance spot over on the blue alliance side of the field. That is allowed as long as that contact time is kept to a minimum and done outside the protected areas. They're trying to keep their opponents from scoring as much as possible. Since they have a game piece stuck in their robot, they can't pick up any additional more to play with. Team 71, Team Hammond, sitting pretty and waiting for the continuation of this match. Just over 30 seconds remaining. Continuing to take a peek around the field, Team 4485 TribeTech, we already checked in with the bin. They're scoring another algae into the top part of that barge, bringing the scores up to 43-18 in favor of your Blue Alliance. You can see on the audience display that there's 7 of the algae scored by the Blue Alliance as we're entering that end game period. With the remaining 20 seconds now down to 10, teams will climb and get themselves elevated off the ground for additional points. Again, the longer the chain, the more points they'll gain. And that's about all we have for qualification match 11. Stick tight for those scores here at the Kokomo District event presented by Andy Mark. TribeTech Robotics scoring plenty of algae, bringing in a score 28 points out of their 47. They're going to get those 3 ranking points for winning, and we'll stick tight for qualification match 22.